Imagine the year is 1903. The Ford Motor Company has just been born. The birth of this automotive giant was not an easy one. Its father, Henry Ford, along with a group of intrepid associates, had to navigate a sea of struggles and challenges to bring this baby to life. Henry Ford, a man of humble beginnings, was always fascinated with machinery. He was born in a small farmhouse in Michigan, but his dreams were bigger than the confines of his birthplace. He sought to create something that would revolutionize the way people lived, and with that dream in mind, he founded the Ford Motor Company. The journey wasn't smooth sailing. The road was riddled with financial troubles and technical difficulties. The Ford Motor Company was Henry's third attempt at starting a car company, after the Detroit Automobile Company and the Henry Ford Company. But unlike his previous ventures, this time he had a clear vision and a resolute will. He was determined to build a car for the masses, something that was affordable yet reliable. But as we all know, Rome wasn't built in a day. It took time, patience, and a lot of hard work. The company's first few years were a struggle. They had to contend with skeptical investors, a competitive market, and the immense pressure to produce a car that would sell. Yet, amidst the chaos and uncertainty, there was a glimmer of hope. In 1908, 5 years after the company's inception, the Model T was introduced. This car, with its simplicity and affordability, was the game changer Ford had been striving for. It was the spark that ignited the Ford Motor Company's journey to success. Through determination, resilience, and a dash of genius, Henry Ford and his associates managed to overcome the odds. They turned a fledgling startup into an industry titan, a feat that many thought was impossible. Little did they know they had just given birth to what would become one of the largest and most profitable companies in the world. Fast forward to 1908, Ford introduces the Model T, a car for the masses. A humble yet revolutionary creation, the Model T was destined to rewrite the course of automotive history. A vehicle that was not just for the well-heeled, but for every hard-working American. Just imagine a time when horses were the primary mode of transportation, and then suddenly, a car that was affordable, reliable, and easy to maintain comes into the picture. That was the Model T for you. It was no less than a marvel, a testament to the spirit of innovation that defined Ford. But the Model T was more than just an affordable car. It was the harbinger of a new era in manufacturing. Henry Ford, the man behind the wheel of this revolution, introduced the world to the assembly line, a concept that would forever change the face of production. Prior to this, cars were built by skilled craftsmen, one at a time. But Ford had a different vision. He saw the potential in streamlining the process, in breaking down complex tasks into simpler ones, and thus, the assembly line was born. It was a game changer. It made mass production a reality, significantly reducing the time it took to build a car. From 12.5 hours to a mere 1.5, the assembly line was a revelation. This revolution went beyond just the automotive industry. It seeped into every facet of manufacturing, setting a new standard for efficiency and productivity. It was the dawn of a new industrial age, and at the heart of it all was the Model T. With over 15 million units sold, the Model T was not just a commercial success, it was a cultural phenomenon. It put America on wheels. It made travel accessible, and it transformed the landscape of the country. And so, the Model T was not just a car, it was a symbol of progress, a beacon of innovation. The Model T not only transformed Ford, but it also changed the world. It was truly the car that put the world on the road. The world was changing, and so was Ford. As the roar of the 20s subsided, the Great Depression descended like a dark cloud across the globe. Economies plummeted, businesses shuttered, and millions were thrown into unemployment. Yet, in the midst of this economic turmoil, Ford held its ground. The Depression left no industry untouched, and the automotive sector was no exception. Sales plummeted as the public tightened their belts, and many car companies found themselves teetering on the brink of bankruptcy. But Ford, with its innovative spirit and unyielding resilience, weathered the storm. While the company did face challenges, it found innovative ways to survive. Ford streamlined its operations, focusing on creating quality vehicles that were affordable and reliable. The company also recognized the importance of looking after its workforce. In an era marked by joblessness and despair, Ford introduced a $5 workday, a move that not only boosted morale but also increased productivity. Then, as the world was still grappling with the Depression, another challenge loomed: World War II. As the drums of war echoed, Ford once again demonstrated its adaptability. The car assembly lines of Ford were repurposed, shifting from producing vehicles for civilian use to manufacturing war materials. Ford's factories churned out tanks, aircraft, and other military vehicles, playing a crucial role in the Allied war effort. This was a time of great hardship, but it was also a time of great innovation. Ford's contributions during World War II went beyond merely producing war materials. The company pioneered new manufacturing techniques, such as the use of assembly lines for mass production, which revolutionized the industry. Despite the hardships, Ford stood tall, demonstrating resilience and innovation. The company's ability to adapt and innovate during these challenging times not only ensured its survival, but also cemented its position as a leading automotive giant. After the war, Ford was ready for a new chapter. The world was changing rapidly, and so was the auto industry. The post-war boom saw Ford expanding its horizons, reaching out to far-off lands, and introducing new models that would go on to become iconic in the annals of motoring history. In the 50s, Ford started to expand into foreign markets. It was a bold move, but one that was necessary to keep up with the rapidly globalizing world. The company established manufacturing plants in places like Australia, Brazil, and Germany, making Ford a truly international brand. This expansion not only helped Ford to increase its sales, but also allowed it to gain a foothold in markets that were previously untapped. In the midst of this global expansion, Ford was also busy revolutionizing its domestic lineup. In 1964, the company unveiled a car that would quickly become a symbol of American freedom and youth, the Ford Mustang. With its sleek design and powerful engine, the Mustang captured the hearts of the American public and quickly became a cultural touchstone. But Ford's innovation didn't stop at the Mustang. The company also introduced the F-Series trucks, vehicles that would redefine the pickup truck market in America. With their durability, power, and versatility, the F-Series trucks quickly became a favorite among consumers, and their popularity remains undiminished to this day. In the modern era, Ford continued to evolve, constantly pushing the boundaries of what was possible in the automotive industry. The company was not just focused on making cars, it was also dedicated to making the world a better place. From its commitment to sustainability to its efforts to improve traffic safety, Ford has always been a company that looks to the future. As the years rolled on, Ford remained committed to innovation, quality, and customer satisfaction. The company's vision, dedication, and relentless pursuit of excellence were the driving forces behind its success. And by the end of the 20th century, there was no doubt about it. Ford had solidified its position as a global automotive leader. Today, Ford continues to drive the future of the automotive industry. Standing tall in the 21st century, Ford maintains its commitment to innovation, constantly pushing the boundaries of what's possible on four wheels. Currently, Ford is deeply invested in reshaping the future of mobility. Embracing the electric revolution, Ford is dedicated to creating a lineup of vehicles that are not just fuel efficient, but fully electric. The Mustang Mach-E, an all-electric SUV, is a shining example of this commitment. It's not just a car, it's a statement that electric vehicles can be as powerful, practical, and desirable as their gasoline counterparts. But Ford's vision of the future extends beyond electric vehicles. The company is also making significant strides in the field of autonomous vehicles. Ford's self-driving cars are not a distant dream, but a reality in the making. By leveraging advanced technologies, Ford is paving the way for a future where the car isn't just a mode of transport, but a trusted companion on the road. Yet, Ford's ambitions don't stop at redefining mobility. They also encompass sustainability. Ford understands that the future of the automotive industry is intertwined with the future of our planet. That's why it's committed to reducing its carbon footprint, investing in renewable energy, and designing cars that are not just powerful, but also environmentally friendly. From the assembly line to the electric grid, Ford's journey is one of constant evolution. It's a journey driven by an unwavering commitment to better serve its customers and the world at large.